A polymetallic nodule is a rock that forms when dissolved metals precipitate out of seawater and build up on fragments of rock or marine debris. They are particularly rich in cobalt, nickel, copper, manganese, and rare earth elements, which we need to produce batteries for electric vehicles and smartphones. The international waters of the deep sea are home to trillions of mineral-rich nodules. The nodule fields between Hawaii and Mexico, known as the Clarion-Clipperton Fracture Zone, about the size of the United States, are estimated to contain 6 times more cobalt and 3 times more nickel than land reserves. Environmentalists argue the best option is to forego all mining and gather critical materials instead through electronics recycling. But that's too much work, and this seems faster. Besides, research shows that recycling alone will not address the world's clean energy mineral needs. The nodules take millions of years to form and provide a critical habitat for an array of unique and largely understudied species. Deep-sea habitats and species are slow-growing, so a full recovery after mining could take thousands, if not millions, of years. If a recovery is possible at all. That's not actually that long in the grand scheme of things. It would result in severe and irreversible damage to deep-sea ecosystems, which include unique and largely unstudied species. But to be honest, we don't really give a damn. On 2 expeditions to the Pacific region, researchers identified thousands of species, 70 to 90% of which were new to science. But it's not our fault they haven't been discovered. As they plow up the seabed, they will also stir up plumes of sediment. A major concern is how far deep-sea currents will disperse those plumes. As the sediment settles back onto the seabed, it possibly could potentially smother living creatures far from the mining operation itself. The plumes and waste discharge from mining could upset phytoplankton blooms at the sea's surface, which probably won't affect us, or introduce toxic metals into marine food chains, which could affect us but surely not for a while. This mining waste could also travel through the ocean and damage nearby seamounts and coral reef systems, which many fish and marine mammal species depend on for shelter and food,
and put entire fisheries at risk. But hey, at least we can profit and maybe
pay for some repair. Probably not, but it's an idea. Collector vehicles will emit noise and light in an environment that is otherwise in perpetual darkness and could disrupt various species attuned to living in the dark. But we are sure nature will adapt. Noise pollution could change the swimming and schooling behavior of tuna, and cause dolphins and whales to strand. But change isn't necessarily bad, right?